Today on Rooster Tales.
You can't make that up, can you?
Even the best bird hunting trips come with casualties.
Missed the spot.
No matter what North Dakota winter weather takes, she gives back in pure bird numbers. Today we rustle late season ringnecks on the ranch.
Rooster Tales, presented by Pheasants Forever.
Hi everybody, welcome to the show. A lot of ranchers have made it their priority to add wildlife to their farming operation. Bill Shirk met a North Dakota family that mixes cattle with crops, with habitat, and pheasants.
First thing I grab is the cooler. It's gonna be that kind of trip.
If friends come a dime a
Is
dozen,
that okay on top?
Justin Vucinovich might be worth $1 million. After all, he volunteered to drive this trip.
Snowstorm on the way, so it makes sense that we should hook up the boat and drive to North Dakota.
Go 6 hours that way and we'll be there.
The south side of Bismarck, to be exact, where fire on the prairie makes us wonder just how much habitat goes up in smoke. After dark, we make our turn onto the gravel and find rolling plains and an aptly named retreat.
Quite a place.
We got the ham. Kielbasa.
I wonder how snow and cold might affect our hunt, if we even get much. Eight hours later, our answer comes quickly.
When we wake up in the morning, the snow is falling.
On a bacon and eggs kind of morning, we gear up. Outside, we realize right away snow will impact our day.
Can't make that up, can you?
Note to self, first night don't leave window open in storm.
Better than rain. That's pretty classic.
Missed the spot.
Life's a trip, man.
Justin and I head to a piece of habitat not half a mile from the cabin. There, we meet Jeremy Doan,
You're the boss.
half owner of Rolling Plains Ranch.
Well, ever since I was small, my grandparents always said, you'll be the 5th generation taking over the ranch. You know, that always stuck with me.
Jeremy runs the 10,000-acre cattle ranch with an outdoor twist.
Shut up.
Jeremy opened the ranch to fall hunts, exactly why we've come.
It's a pretty cool mix of stuff.
To hunt wily, and I mean wily,
Is that a rooster?
Young rooster.
late season pheasants.
There goes another one way out there. Another, there they all go.
Yep, oh, look at him go. Wow. Did you see how many birds went out the end?
We saw a fair number of birds. Just wish we could have got on the 300-400 that got out the ends a lot sooner.
If we can get close, I have no doubt Justin's dogs will find the birds. At the end of our first walk, a truck pulls in.
Going. I heard you were working on your hair.
Meet J. Doan, the other half owner of the ranch.
How you doing?
Good. Justin.
Justin J. Doan.
He's Jeremy's brother.
Our cattle business is number one. Been that way since 1882 when we homesteaded.
But the guys decided the pheasant hunts could help sustain their business.
Maybe something in here.
Which brings us to the real roots of this story.
Rooster!
Oh, they had that one nailed.
Do you have that on film? Oh yeah.
See, all this habitat, it's here for good reason.
You know, it's a little expensive to do it, but we get dual benefits. We plant a 16 mixed variety cover crop. It's a wildlife utopia.
Where they hunt it in the fall, then the cattle get to graze it over the winter. It's just like the perfect scenario. Rooster, right at you.
I think you hit that one. I think he's dead.
So, is our day one hunt.
Nice shot.
As slowly but surely we work on limits of birds.
There you go. Nobody around. Nobody.
Rooster Tales is brought to you by Franke, Star Bank, Maple Grove Lock and Safe, Luther Hudson GMC, and by Huron Chamber and Visitors Bureau.
Wandering in a classic North Dakota snowstorm,
There are going to be a lot of birds at some point.
we hunt late season pheasants.
We got a point over here.
Rooster. Oh, watch it. Boom.
There it went.
Nice job.
Jeremy and Jay Doan run Rolling Plains Adventures, brothers and business partners.
There they're getting out.
Yep, there goes some left.
The two manage the family's 10,000-acre ranch. We want to see if an actual cattle ranch can sustain wild pheasants. Our answer?
There it goes.
Comes the very first day.
Right in the head.
What's with you in these 3-yard shots? Just take your hat and scoop them up.
I haven't had a long flush yet.
Oh.
So how can I? They were holding pretty good. I mean, basically you have to step on them to get them up.
We run into birds. Not that many go down.
Hey, by the way, mine that got up like that are dead.
Rooster!
Low. Take them, Rob.
Wait till he's at 75 yards. Good job. Rooster!
It sort of feels like we unravel a bit.
Yeah, see?
That was a long one.
Before sunset, we check one last spot.
That is a cocky bird right there.
And
Up on the little ridge there, we bump all the birds again.
Look at him.
yeah, look at them all get up right here.
Rooster. Coming after you, Rob. There they go. Oh my gosh, look at them. And right at sunset, we get what we're looking for. Look at them going. We book it up that hill, and sure enough, those birds blow.
And Rooster up front.
I mean, it's like an explosion, a bouquet of these roosters and hens getting up.
Rooster! Rooster, right!
And this.
Rooster! I saw that. Point.
Double point.
Get him up. Get him up.
In the late flurry,
Rooster.
we take only one other bird.
Good shot, Rob.
But you know what? That's okay.
Save the best for last, right? That was awesome.
And sometimes it's more about watching the wildlife than the kill, and that's a true sportsman.
Get enough footage for one day?
Rooster Tales is brought to you by Appledorn Sunset Bay Resort, Wildfowler, Connecticut, Nutrisource, Lucky Duck Crates. And by Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Rooster, right at you.
I think you hit that one.
After a day of highs
Low, low, low. Take them, Rob.
and maybe a few lows, we retreat to our cabin at Rolling Plains.
So Justin's got a little hobby. Turns out he likes to cook. So tonight he's whipping up something kind of special for dinner. Pheasant put tamanta something.
Yeah, that's it. Time to chow.
It's the first time on this trip where everyone's been just kind of silent.
We end day one with full bellies and warm hearts. Come day two,
Hey,
a chill settles in.
date number 2. That's cool.
So we decide to head to town.
Up next, a place called Breton. Breton.
Bear with me, I'll explain. This is the old North Dakota town of Breton,
They said they had everything.
a long forgotten and abandoned farm settlement hidden on the back side of the ranch.
That's where my grandparents met, and they were the 3rd generation on this place.
I think we found the old dance hall.
Not much left, but a few decaying foundations, the old grain elevator, and random relics. The grown-over ghost town has a pile of habitat around it.
Let's just gut punch it.
Energized, we walk right down Old Main Street.
Hand.
Literally 100 yards ahead, the spot we watched at least 100 pheasants drop in during yesterday's snowstorm.
We walk, and we walk, and we walk.
The lack of shooting lulls us darn near to sleep.
A, you gotta be me.
With a serious attitude adjustment needed,
Man, they are wily.
we change our game plan.
Rumor is the cattails might have a couple of birds.
So we trudge into pheasant hunting's land of no remorse.
There goes one.
None. Nada. Zilch. Just neck deep, thick, thigh-busting cattails.
Hand.
It's just hard, late, end of season hunting.
Hand.
Oh, it's unbelievable how many tracks are in here. These birds are the definition of tough North Dakota pheasants.
And jeez.
Pointers aren't made for this, slabs are. And what's driving me nuts is there are a ton of birds here. They are just so wily right now.
And
But if it was easy, you know, everybody'd be doing it and it wouldn't be as fun.
and oh my God. And
That's all part of hunting. You know, people always say, I almost stepped on that bird. Well, of course. You're in its path. It could be a foot away from you and it's not going to get up.
Sometimes you just kind of get your tail handed to you. And wow.
Rooster.
After a bite to eat, we take over Rolling Plains Lodge.
So what do I do to play this game?
Shoot the ones with horns.
When?
Now.
And get our shooting in after all.
This gun shoots over him too.
Yeah, I don't think it's a gun.
Outside of our shenanigans, the Old Main Lodge sits silent. It's Kind of nice to just have the place to ourselves. We just happened to hit a lull.
Yeah, there was a break in guests coming, but it's gonna fill back up tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Pheasants Forever's mission is to protect and restore wildlife habitat. Without habitat, we don't have wildlife, and we don't have places to hunt. Without you, Pheasants Forever has one less voice in their fight for conservation. Join Pheasants Forever today to help us create healthy habitat, cleaner water, and abundant wildlife. Sign up at this web address and you'll receive a 1-year subscription to Pheasants Forever Journal, plus his signature series Pheasants Forever Duffel Bag. Your $35 will make a difference today that will last forever.
Rooster Tales is brought to you by Oak Tree Lodge, Minnesota Horse and Hunt Club, Elk Mound Seed since 1933, North Dakota Tourism, and by Old Milwaukee and Old Milwaukee Light Beers, the official beer of Rooster Tales.
Shooters love to blow off steam.
Thrower's choice.
If you have targets
No bird.
and a thrower that works.
Pull.
No.
Getting the hang of it now.
Game on.
Pull. Yeah, nice frickin' low ball.
Now this is fun.
Pull. Pull.
What's the magic word?
Please, pull. Ready? I gotcha.
With barrels hot and confidence suddenly strong,
One just ran right in the trees.
we choose
One last sunrise. Hurrah.
a silent spot and stalk.
Giving it our best effort here.
A quick walk through one last spot.
Gonna hunt this little clump and that little clump.
And guess what happens?
Rooster, rooster. Finally, you missed.
Yeah,
I
right.
am so happy about that.
I did not miss.
We get schooled. Again.
Let's take a break and go.
Well, the only other thing you could do would be a quick,
No, we're done.
okay.
Time to give ringnecks a break.
Let's get out of here.
We hook up the boat and head north of Bismarck to a favorite old, sort of secret spot of mine.
Dakota Power has a plant on Nelson Lake, and they use the water to cool the turbine. So the water here never freezes. So you can open water fish it all year long. I mean, it's surreal. It is a wickedly unique landscape.
Normally, Nelson looks like this come December. Warm water meets cold air to create a surreal fishing environment.
Good?
But today, we've got almost 50-degree weather. Weird in December.
I mean, that bank should be covered in snow. We should be lost in the fog. What you got to say? What you got to say?
Nelson is a pretty fishy place.
Oh, son!
Bill Dancer.
Son!
Cute little guy.
Proud of you.
It takes just a couple of casts for us to find fish.
He smoked it. Wow. Man alive. This is a pretty fun adventure. This feels like a Justin fish. Yep, it's a Justin.
You leaned on it like it was a state record.
Bass come to hand on darn near every cast. How sweet it is.
Oh, it's blast.
Last cast right here. Good job.
Goal accomplished. Let's go back home to Minnesota.
Justin and I hope this trip might turn into a fun adventure. Think about it.
Can't make that up, can you?
Cold, wind, snow the first day, tricky birds to keep us on our toes days 2 and 3. And then we wrap up the trip in 50-degree weather and sun. That's why we travel. The unexpected makes these trips,
That was awesome.
especially at a place called Rolling Plains.
Tough to beat North Dakota on a fall day. So many opportunities, so many wild places. Well, we've reached the end of the field. Please remember to introduce somebody new to hunting. It just might change their life. On behalf of Pheasants Forever, thanks for watching.